Want to turn your cakes into drool-worthy works of art? Stick around. You won't believe what the #1 edible printer can do. Whether you're a pro baker or just a creative soul in your own kitchen, there's a huge difference between the best and the rest. That's why in this video, I'll be counting down the top 5 edible printers for cakes today. We'll test their features, talk about their real-world performance, including what I liked, what drove me crazy, and which one I'd use for jaw-dropping cake decorations. And trust me, the winner blew me away in more ways than one. Ready to make your desserts become the talk of the party? Let's go. 5. HP SmartTank 5101. Okay, let's start with number 5, the HP SmartTank 5101. Now, this is one of those printers that looks pretty solid on paper, especially if you want a multi-purpose device. I mean, it handles basic printing, scanning, and copying, and you get those tank refills that cut your running costs way down. That's a lifesaver if you bake a lot. Plus, it's got Wi-Fi and can even work straight from your phone. Super handy when you're rushing to print a last-minute cake topper. But, after a few test batches, I ran into some quirks. The print speed is, well, let's just say I could almost bake another cake in the time it takes to print a few color images. It's slow. And getting double-sided prints done? It's manual, so you're the one flipping pages back and forth. Imagine doing that with sticky fingers from cake icing. Not fun. Another thing, you're limited to 100 sheets in the main tray. If you're preparing for an event and printing lots of edible images at once, you'll be refilling paper a lot. And don't get me started on the color output. Some images looked a little washed out, especially after the print heads clogged and a cleaning didn't fix it. The fine details that give cakes their wow factor? Yeah, those sometimes go missing if the printer's not at its best. Still, the HP SmartTank 5101 does have a crowd, home users who print often and need low maintenance costs. Number 4. Epson Expression Photo HD XP15000. Now this printer is like the budget photographer of cake printing. It can print up to the classic A3 Plus size, which is fantastic if you're making those big, impressive sheet cakes. Plus, let's be real, it's more compact than a lot of other wide-format printers. Space saver alert. Here's the good news. When it prints on photo paper, the color vibrancy and sharpness are outstanding. If you want lifelike images or vibrant, photorealistic designs on your cakes, this printer delivers. I was genuinely impressed by how lively the colors popped. The range from deep reds to subtle grays, thanks to those extra ink cartridges, sets it apart for detailed, edible images. But well, it's not all frosting and sprinkles. First, this is a print-only model, no scanning or copying. If you need to duplicate images, you'll need another device 7. And it's not the most economical if you print frequently. The page yields are pretty low, so get ready to stock up on cartridges. Printing in black and white? It does everything in grayscale, which messes with your true black images. Kind of blah for bold toppers. Another thing that bugged me was the speed. This one's kind of slow, especially if you're doing big batches. And if you're printing heaps of edible images, the cost per print sneaks up on you since ink runs out faster than you think. All in all, the Epson XP15000 is perfect for cake artists who want high-quality images and won't be printing in massive bulk. Number 3. EPS A4 TS705a. Number 3 is the very popular EPS A4 TS705a, and let me just say, this one surprised me in the best way. For starters, it's a compact unit that squeezes right into your kitchen setup. No more shoving stuff aside to make room each time you print. Setup was so easy. Even if you're new to edible printers, it won't leave you scratching your head. That's a win for home bakers out there. You know what jumped out immediately? The value. For the low price, you still get great print quality, especially if you use good edible sheets. The images came out crisp, the colors bold, and the details looked sharp. In my tests, whether it was a cartoon character or a photo, the edible images looked great sitting atop fondant or icing. That's just fun. It takes the PGI 580 CLI 581 cartridges, which are easy to find as edible ink versions, by the way, 8. And for the creators who do their image cutting or use specialized tools, this model handles uncut sheets beautifully. if you're moving from print and stick to real custom edible art, this is a sweet middle ground. Now, you do need to keep your print volume in mind. While you can print up to A4 size, if you get too ambitious and try to crank out hundreds of prints for a big event, you'll notice it's not as lightning fast or as robust as the real pro models out there. But honestly, for small business bakers and at-home cake decorators, that trade-off is barely a blip on the radar. 2. Eddy Edible Ink Printer. Okay, so coming in at number 2, the Eddy Edible Ink Printer. If there's ever been a wow gadget in edible printing, this is it. Just looking at the machine, the specialized handling system that feeds cookies, macarons, even donuts, it is like the Swiss Army knife for bakery treats. No tedious wafer sheet work, just direct-to-treat printing. The Eddy is honestly the first in the world to get NSF and GMP certification for edible ink, so health and safety, totally covered. And get this, in my tests, it printed a dozen cookies in 2 minutes, all decked out in vibrant smudge-resistant colors. Right out of the printer, the images were dry and ready to pack or serve. If you're running a cake business or bakery, this sucker will make custom orders a breeze. You can even print company logos, detailed portraits, or wild custom images onto treats. Weddings, parties, branded gifts, Eddy brings that magic. The bundled carousel and trays let you load up to 12 items, and it just cycles through, printing each one hands-free. Throw in easy software and consistent color-matched quality, and you get a printer that feels seriously professional. Now, the not-so-sweet part, the price. It's definitely an investment, hovering around $3,000 for the printer and kit. But man, if you're in serious business mode, that's what separates the hobbyist from the pro. If you want a true plug-and-play experience and print directly on your cakes, cookies, or candies, Eddy will blow your chef hat off. 1. Epson SureColor P5370. Oh boy, if you ever wanted to feel like an edible art wizard, this printer just delivers in every way. Right off the bat, the 10-channel micro piezo printhead, the Ultra Chrome Pro 10 ink set, wow, the color depth, the gradients, the fine detail. It's like having a photo studio for your cake designs. The P5370 has a robust build and is designed with the pro in mind, handling everything from fine art paper to all sorts of edible printing media, up to 17 inches wide. Imagine the size and impact you can create for big celebration cakes or event centerpieces. Plus, the handling system allows automatic roll feeding, high-capacity sheet cassettes, and you can run print jobs without constant babysitting. The print permanence is remarkable. Your cake toppers won't just be vibrant, they'll last if nobody eats them first. The touchscreen interface makes every step super clear, and I love that Ethernet, Wi-Fi Direct, and USB are all at your fingertips. Setting up, prepping, and running complicated or simple print jobs just felt effortless. One of the things that really stood out, the carbon black mode. You get super deep blacks and contrast that pops, which looks absolutely next level on cakes or treat toppers, especially for high-res photo images or dramatic black backgrounds. There's no way around it. This is a pro printer. If you're running a high-end bakery or want edible images that are literal showstoppers, the SureColor P5370 will do it. Final thought. And there you have it. From budget-friendly basics to professional, jaw-dropping cake artistry, these are the edible printers making waves right now. Whether you're looking for your first setup or aiming for bakery stardom, there's something on this list to sweeten your creations and satisfy every customer's craving.